Hey everybody, it's Joy. Hello to returning friends and welcome if you are new. If you enjoy today's video, let me know by hitting that like button or leaving me a comment. If you'd like to enjoy more of my videos, please subscribe and ring that little bell. Now on to today's video. Welcome back to Mordalgo, where I am building a pedestrian utopia in Cities Skylines. I am so excited for today because we finally have high density, which means we'll be able to bring in office zoning, which means we're going to really be able to fully embrace this concept of the 15-minute city. But before we move on to developing our new high density area, there are two little spots in the city that we're going to be able to take the leisure specialization that we now have and really fill in that missing piece of having entertainment within 15 minutes. So let's get started. Okay, here we are back at our pedestrian waterfront plaza. Now that we have the leisure specialization, we can really bring this area to life. Let's get some zoning filled in, add in some final details, and then I have something really fun planned for the boardwalk right on the waterfront. Okay, there is a house right here. I'm going to bring in a little fencing, a little landscaping, just to create some separation in between our waterfront entertainment area. And then I am going to bring in some of the amusement park right along here on the boardwalk and just create a tiny little miniature amusement park. I think it will be such a value to this part of town. And there we go. Now we have this entertainment hub that is going to be accessible for anybody. The tram stops down here. It's just such a nice amenity for this area of the city. Okay, and then in our other area here down by our other pedestrian town center we did, the second one we put on. I put some apartment complexes here and just did a little entertainment boardwalk. Again, just making sure that within a 15-minute walk, we've got some entertainment. And I actually really love how these apartments turned out right here. In addition, I pulled in the senior center. I feel like it fits perfect right here. And I also brought in some more apartments to this side of town. Hopping over to our farming area, more apartments. I also put some here on the other side of the forestry industry. I think they look really cute. And then also a few more here on the other side of the little miniature town center we did. Okay, and I think we're ready to move on and expand. I am so excited to pull in high density, and I have a really fun idea for this cove over here. I hope you guys like it. Once I've got the road layout done, then we'll jump back in and talk about what we're gonna do. Okay, and we've got our one-way couplet here and our main arterial here. So I upgrade this or downgrade this other road back to the bike roads. And yeah, I feel like that works really well for the moment. Okay, now I am going to bring in trams. I am so excited about this. Okay, I'm going to make sure in each of these little areas I bring in at least one service asset and one park asset. I feel like that's going to be really important. And then we are going to do true mixed zoning, offices next to commercial, next to residential. I'm so excited to see what this looks like, but how it turns out. I've never done mixed zoning like this before, all in the same block. And this is truly within the spirit and theme of a 15-minute city, is really mixed zonings in a 1-block radius, which is the coolest thing. Okay, I just go through and do lots of editing. I don't want buildings that are too tall, and there's just certain buildings I don't like the look of, so I just run through. And yeah, I really like how this is coming together. I use a little surface painter and just bring a little detail to our first little area. Same thing right down here by the water as we are mixing our zoning uses. I've also added local and organic produce to part of this, and then the other part I've done more leisure specialization. So really mixing the zoning down here by the water. Let's see how this turns out. Again, doing some asset refinement in this area, a little surface painter and a little detailing. Okay, for safety and aesthetics, I want to do some nice detailing along our tram line here, just like we did in the other part of our city. So I really like the look of these tall grasses with the nature reserve fence. I feel like, yes, I love it. This turned out so cute. I love the look of this. And I really like how this whole mixed zoning area is starting to come together. Okay, moving on to our second section, I bring the fire station and the climbing frame as our one service asset and one park asset. And then, yes, back to the mixed zoning. And then, of course, we're gonna be careful of what assets come in. I'm marking everything historical once I get the look that I want, just so we don't get any super tall buildings sneaking up on us. And then, like I said, surface painter and some detailing. So you might be asking yourself, how is this working in Cities Skylines? How are you not getting noise pollution? You've got all this mixed zoning. Well, it's a mod. So we've brought one more mod into the build, and it is this pollution solution. And you can get rid of noise pollution, which makes so much sense because in a real city, things are right next to each other. So see, this just keeps the pollution to the building. This is gonna be so key for us moving forward with this 15-minute city concept in Cities Skylines. But let's move on to our next area. I want to get one more of these filled out today before we call it, so let's get to it. For this area, I decided to bring in the police station and the cafe as our one service asset and our one park asset. And again, I just get back to that mixed zoning. And as we build out these mixed use zoning areas, I think it's really important to remember why we're doing this. In order for the 15-minute city concept to work, we need to focus on three things as we build out our neighborhoods. Number one is proximity. To live with reduced distances to other activities outside of your home. Number two, we gotta reduce solidarity. We need to create links in between people. And third, and one that I think is so important, is participation. We need to make sure our citizens are involved with the transformation of the neighborhood and coming together to create a place where you can walk or bike to anything within 15 minutes. One last thing I'm gonna put in for today is a post office. I'm just gonna put this right on the corner here. We'll be filling out this neighborhood more. But I think what we'll do next time is we are in desperate need of another high school. So I think I'll build out a nice big high school campus and a big public park. I feel like that will be such a good and fun use of this space. Well, guys, I'm going to end it here. I know this was a little bit shorter episode than usual, but I'm going to do a second episode of the 15-minute city this week, so that's going to be coming soon, and we are going to do that education campus and park, which I am so excited about. I just want to say thank you for all of your comments and feedback and suggestions. It's been really amazing. I thought we could end today by catching a little tram ride through the new part of our city, so I hope you enjoy that. I hope you all have a joyful day, and I'll catch you next time.